So today we have Tommy Fishback and Daniel Brew to talk about being a teen in tech. And Daniel, he's the guy from Teens in Tech. He's also one of the top teens in tech, according to a lot of press and media. So everyone say hi to Daniel.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi.
How's
How
it
are you doing
going?
today? Good.
I'm good. I'm here at the TechCrunch office. I do mainly writing, so I write about new startups, mergers, acquisitions, fundings, all of that good stuff. And then I work on our events like TechCrunch 50 and our real-time crunch ups and the crunchies. And then I also do a little bit of partnership work as well. So it's a lot of fun.
Wow, cool. In the chat says, Jake Smith says, Daniel, you should do an office tour. I don't know if you're
Yeah, here I'll lift
hardwired
up.
in.
So that's the
Cool.
main part of the office. So I have a desk where I can see everyone, which is, I don't know, convenient, I guess. But
Yeah.
Mike's office is right through that door.
Everybody meet Tommy. Tommy is an author on Pop17.com, and he's a very passionate tech enthusiast and upcoming teen in tech. So, Tommy?
Yeah, so thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, and I think it's important to understand, most importantly, that the transition from teenhood to adulthood is, a big transition in life. And the way of technology is a simple and efficient way to take charge of that. Because they were saying earlier, people with disabilities have a hard time transitioning from that point. So technology can be a guide and allow them to transition better, because people want to be able to transition, but the most efficient way and the most efficient route to take would be the most efficient way, which would be technology. And I think that technology overall, whether you're using digital technology, social media, social networking, all of those combined as a whole can create a new core which will allow for example, a teen transitioning to an adult to allow them to do it better. So I think it's really cool.
Could you go into about how you have sought out mentors in the past and who they are and the relationship you've had with these people?
For Teens and Tech Networks, we have a great advisory board with Robert Scoble, um, Daniel Hoff from Discuss. We have Callie Lewis, who's also a podcaster. We have Louis Gray, who is, a big, guy in the real-time space. All these kind of people, being in Silicon Valley, you meet a lot of people, and so I've had the opportunity to meet all of these folks and get to know them closely and get to work with them. And working at TechCrunch, having Michael Arrington, he's one of those kind of guys that is always there for if you have a question or anything like that. So he has been one of the greatest advisors and mentors, and of course our board over at Teens in Tech.
How could I expand myself as a writer? I'm obviously writing on 3 blogs right now. But how would I get myself more recognized? I mean, 2 of the blogs are pretty popular, but how do I get my personal blog more looked at and, just more views?
Sure, that's actually I think an answer for that would be your work. I've actually read some of your blog posts and they're quite interesting. And keep up the really interesting posts, and have people want to come to your blog and want to read it.
Daniel, when do you think someone will top the iPhone? Droid? I've got my Droid here, actually. I've been using it a lot, and I love it, and I'm a previous iPhone user. So, Daniel, do you think you could help Edward out and answer his question? Oh.
I love my iPhone. I think, the iPhone has kind of proven that it's the one to beat right now. And I don't even think the Droid has come to that level where it is there to beat the iPhone. The iPhone has the platform, the developers, the applications. It has, I think those are the top 3 things that you need to be a successful and, as you can tell, a very successful selling platform. The Droid is too new to kind of tell whether it's going to kind of go big. When over at CES earlier this year, we saw the Pre, and everyone thought it was gonna, be the next iPhone killer, but as we can all tell, it hasn't been, and I think there isn't going to be a phone for a couple of years that will top the iPhone, because Apple's just going to make this phone better and better and better.
So I'm getting that, cut your throat signal. I have to time to wrap up. All right, you guys, so thank you all for being here, and thank you for being part of this great event here, that's sponsored by Vokle. All of us right here, right now in this chat room, though we're all different, we're all retain the differences, I'm sure all of us are diverse, we still have one thing in common, and that is technology. And think about it in this way, Vokle and the internet has brought us together, besides our differences. They have brought us together with our sole purpose and our sole idea of technology, and they believe in diversity.